Flight 19 is all about the characters. It's their epic journey for survival. You have them desperately trying to survive on a day-to-day basis. You have them fighting their inner demons, in some cases losing those battles, and you have them fighting the greater evil, and that evil seen on both sides, from the good guy's point of view and from, as you want to call it, the bad guy's point of view. You know, how do you differentiate between good and bad if you're just trying to survive and your people call you bad? So I think the characters will drive the series, and that's, you know, at times that's very hard to find these days. It's not all fluff. It's, you know, it's scary stuff. It can be a little bit violent, but the characters are what it's all about, and it's their battle to survive, and, you know, some will survive, some won't.
So Darren, what was it that drew you to the project?
Oh crikey, it's been a project I've been working on with Bill Walsh, who wrote it, for coming up to 4 years now, and it started off as a very, very short film, something that we were going to enter into festivals, but we felt that we'd kind of left the end of the story hanging, so we thought, okay, let's extend it, we'll try and make it up to an hour. And then Bill kept writing, and the more he wrote, the more we got in there. It got to the point where we had a 90-page script rather, based on a lot of information, in fact way too much information during the film. So we thought, let's go for it, let's go for a full series and start breaking it down into episodes. So over 2 years, Bill and I have been working on ideas, concepts, breaking down this script, and Bill has just come up with some amazing characters, stories, hence we've now brought to life the world of Safe Flight 19.
I don't think Frank James has a side.
So it's a bit of a maverick.
Yeah, completely, you know. I think that he views the ferals as just nobodies, you know. They're out there in the dark, they prey the weak, or they like to prey on the weak, and that's just not a good decision for Frank. Frank's stronger than that. Frank's on a mission. He hasn't got time to join any sort of any feral clan, as well as the Outriders. You know, from Frank's point of view, they're just government puppets, and he's not prepared to join them either. Frank's not a uniform man. Frank's his own person. I don't think Frank gets distracted easy from what his cause is and what's his drive throughout this series, which is ultimately to get his family back. Kick some ass in the meantime.
The feral, people would sort of judge them as being the bad guys in this thing to begin with, but I think that they're just misunderstood. With ferals, they are humans basically that have been cast out of society as punishment, and through adaptation to their environment, to the darkness and everything like that, they've become more animalistic. So their eyes have adapted to the dark, that's why they're completely black, and they've adapted their strength, their speed, generally become more vicious, more animalistic, hence why they're called ferals, and they have a sort of vendetta against the people that made them who they are, because obviously nobody wants to sort of live like that.
Have you ever wanted more than what you've got? Have you ever thought that everyone around you is less? You deserve more.
I don't think Teeth would ever want to become the Alpha. I think he knows deep down that he is more powerful and more influential than the Alpha is, and he's more dangerous in a way, because the Alpha she snaps, you know, she has bursts of violence where she just kills and then thinks about it later, whereas when Teeth gets violent, he means business, you know. That's what makes him more threatening, and he also, in a way, through his own tricks, he influences what the Alpha does and makes her believe that, you know, she's making the decisions for herself, whereas really he's the puppet master behind the scenes.
You're a loyal soldier, but I get a deep impression You've got a lot more potential.
Well, Darren and I had worked together on a few different projects, and Safe Flight was one of them. And when we went to Comic-Con in London, that project got so much attention. People really seemed to grab onto it, to like it. So we sort of, got a lot of momentum from that, and just decided to kind of go with it from there. And it's, it's very exciting. A lot of people have been involved in it for a long time. Everyone's very passionate about the project. There's so many great elements to it, and I really love sci-fi anyway, so I was really excited to work on the project and with Darren.
You get caught, and you'll be out there in the dark, and I won't be coming with you.
I wouldn't bloody want you out there with me. Might even get some peace and quiet.
One of the great things about the show in general is that, these are real people that are thrown into a very crazy situation and are kind of asked to be a lot more than themselves. But at the end of the day, these are very regular people, and they have a very typical relationship where I think, although you can see quite a difference between, the dynamic and the couple is quite odd. They work together, times are a bit rough, and so like any couple, they sort of have this kind of quippy banter that they do like all the time. And but it's good because through the show you can kind of see that there is a real love and a trust there. But it just makes for good fun. They seem to get along well and kind of stick it to each other. But there's a lot of love underneath.
After you've dealt with Tuto's family, I want you to take Zipper and Nails and watch the convoy.
You can depend on me, Alpha.
I think what makes her so powerful is that she has, it's like when someone's lost all hope, they don't have a line to cross over. It's like the line is miles back. She's crossed over everything, so there are no boundaries in terms of what she's willing to do to get what she wants. And I think what makes her so powerful is that she has no hope, i.e. no mercy or no surge of kindness left in her. And I think that's it. It's a very dangerous person who's lost all kinds of hope.
You shouldn't have done that! Huh?
Because how I see her is that there's no, she doesn't have hope. So it's not like she can aspire to anything better and makes her, hope for that things get better for her. It's just a day-to-day, I need this. This is what I want. I'm going to get it. And when you have someone who lives like that, it's dangerous.
I'm going to make you an example. People need to know there will be consequences. I'm going to kill your family.
One of my favourite moments on the Dana shoot had to be Sophia and Stuart playing Jenny and Brad. There's a very, very intense moment where you don't really know the story about Jenny and Brad, the couple that Angel serves. There was one scene where there's just a chemistry between the two of them. I mean, they're a couple in offset and their husband and wife on set, and they were able to separate a lot of emotion.
Can't you see that I'm ashamed of what I did?
Maybe that's why I keep bringing it up, because I don't think you are ashamed. Or even remotely sorry. Maybe I'm tired of wondering why you did it when we were doing okay, and we had enough, and we were doing a hell of a lot better than most. Maybe I keep bringing it up because I think that you're just greedy.
I mean, we had a fantastic response. I mean, we were there with quite a few projects, and as I said, Safe Flight just got a lot of attention, and people really liked it. And on the back of us showing Safe Flight at London, we got invited to Paris, which was on a much bigger scale, which was really exciting because there were so many other people, so many more people there. And, anytime you go to Comic-Con, it's great because unlike other film festivals, these are dedicated sci-fi fans that are already in there and they want to see the kind of material that's there. And it's also the audience, your target audience is just there. So obviously, you know, you want to make them happy, and it's a great energy. And yeah, because we got invited to go there, you know, that was huge. We had, you know, we had the screening, we had the Q&A, we had a merchandise signing where we had built up apparently a fan base in a very short period of time while we were there. And, you know, the great things, we had so many people turn out really excited about the project, and that fan base has continued to support us long after Comic-Con. And although we were there and sort of, you know, there were language barrier issues, and, you know, we were obviously the foreigners on the block, people really got into it, and they really, really just tied into the whole project and became quick fans.
Because Safe Flight 19's got probably the most plausible story that could actually happen, which is a meteor striking Earth.
We're looking at the collapse of society as we know it, government's failure to protect its citizens.
We see craters in the desert or on the moon or whatever of what the impact can do visually, but it's the physical and emotional reaction that we'll have on people, I think, that I like to get across.
It's a combination of ego and tension and the desire to want more.
I want people to believe in the characters and the world that they're living in, so that when they watch it, they kind of escape from the real world for a while.